Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I believe that the question and the response deserve to be in video, if not for anything, so that more people will have access to the information which I believe is very valuable, which is contained therein. For a long time, I have observed that our people who feel that they want to contribute to healing the Igbo society have this wrong notion that when you talk about the Igbo society, you are talking specifically about the territory called Igbo land. When you talk about the Igbo society, you are talking about the entire Igbo people. The Igbo people in America, in the UK, are not behaving better than the Igbo people in the Igbo land. In fact, in some cases, they are as lost as the people in Igbo land. So if you are thinking about improving the Igbo society and all your thoughts center on improving conditions only in Igbo land, you need to think again. We want to look at the community you have generated in the UK. The Igbo community you have generated there. Do you even have an Igbo community in the UK? If you have, what is the community up to? What do you do in those meetings you attend there? Do you practice Igbo culture there? Do you live as Igbos there? Do the British people know that you are Igbos? Would we go to the offices of the Prime Minister of the UK and see a file inscribed on which is inscribed the Igbo people? I know that if you have built a working community in the UK, such a file will exist. It will exist in Ghana. It will exist in America. It will exist even in Yoruba land. In Abuja, it will exist. But as far as I know, by carelessness, by negligence, even in Abuja and Lagos, we are not viewed as a people that must be respected. So, our task is not just to zoom in on that land. Our task is to zoom in on the people wherever they are. I have already basically given the explanation, but I might read out the question again and my response, since it's still not a long video. A friend asked, why are we meeting, he means Omenana Defenders, meeting for Shabbat every week, if not for probably the preservation, the connection to Igbo land? Well, the connection to Igbo land is one of the things Igbos need to do. But Igbos need to be Igbos first before they will be connected to Igbo land. I'll repeat what I said. Igbos need to be connected to Igbo land. But they have to be Igbos first. If they are not Igbos first, they will not be connected to Igbo land. And being Igbo does not stop at just proclaiming that you are Igbo. An Igbo dresses a certain way, an Igbo eats a certain type of food, an Igbo keeps certain types of company. There are thousands of things being Igbo entails that you do. If you are doing none of those things, I can tell you for sure that you are not Igbo. Being Igbo entails not eating some things. Being Igbo entails not worshiping anything that your ancestors did not worship. My own ancestors worshipped only Chukwu. And we respected our ancestors. And I believe that I'm the quintessential Igbo. I can trace my roots back to the first individual that was called an Igbo. So, what I say is Igbo culture and religion is Igbo culture and religion. And as far as I know, verifiable evidence exists that the Igbo people worshipped only Chukwu and respected their ancestors. If they could respect anything beside Chukwu, they would have had kings. Wherever you find kings, you would find gods with small g. You did not find kings among the Igbos. So, after the people had decayed and began to think, after they had passed through the agency of foreign religions and began to think that anything beside God, that is Chukwu, could be God, they still remembered their original ethos, which is that only Chukwu should be worshipped. When they said, if you are Igbo and you are thinking that the land or ground or earth is Ana, you need to be corrected. I mean, if you are Igbo and you are thinking that the land or ground or earth, which we call Ana in Igbo, is a god, you need to be re-educated. But if you refuse to be re-educated, then you are not authentically Igbo. So the purpose of Omenana Defenders is to turn the Igbos into Igbos first, to return them back to being Igbos. Then when they become Igbos, they will know the value of their land, not before. So when the question came, I decided to clarify the aims of Omenana Defenders. The purpose of Omenana Defenders is to reform the Igbo person by returning the Igbo nation to authentic Israelite biblical Omenana. Due to extreme trauma and suffering, which no effort was made to heal until Omenana Defenders saw it as important to heal the Igbo people. No. Since that trauma, we have begun to see people that think they can discuss their origins without discussing their religion and culture. The Igbo religion is called Omenana. List its traditions and customs. Go to the Bible. If you don't find them, then look for something to drink. If that is not proof that the Igbo people are linear descendants of the Israelites, I don't know what is proof. So the purpose of Omenana Defenders is to reform the Igbo person by returning the Igbo person to authentic Israelite biblical Omenana. The Igbo people in Igbo land, the US, UK, or nature, etc. are not behaving like our ancestors who gave us the items known as Igbo food, dressing, language, even land. The contemporary Igbo doesn't value culture and is in fact good at destroying culture. And this doesn't happen only in Igbo land, but everywhere. Our ancestors gave us language, they gave us food. What have we produced? I want any person to tell me the new food that the people that are called Igbos today have added to the ones that our ancestors gave us. None. What new have we contributed? If the world is looking at cultural achievements, what thing will the world say that it came from us? But our ancestors can say that they contributed things. They contributed discovery that Onubu, that is what some people in Ero call bitter leaf. Our ancestors can say that they domesticated it and proved that it could be eaten. What are we going to say that we contributed? Nothing. We think that achievements are importing cars from the Asian countries, driving them and claiming that we are Odogu. No, these are nothing. The contemporary Igbo doesn't value culture and is in fact good at destroying culture. This doesn't happen only in Igbo land but everywhere. It's only authentic Israelite biblical Omenana which will make the Igbo people to start getting things right again. The Igbo person in the US needs authentic Israelite biblical Omenana as much as the person in Igbo land. A recovered and healed Igbo people will improve conditions in Igbo land and be notable and formidable communities in the lands Igbo sojourning. The above is a summary of the aims of Omenana Defenders. Have a beautiful rest of the week. Thank you.